website, I was talking about plugins. Maybe we might need plugins also. But then there's a website I go to get designs for inspiration. It's called Dribble, DRIBBLE.com, not BBO, triple BLE. So if I go to dribble.com, I just want us to do something very simple. I want to show us how designs are done. So this is Dribble website. They need me to log in. I think I'm logged out. So if you are not on Dribble, you may need to sign up. It doesn't take time. Just sign up with your email. So I'll just get a simple design and show you how to do something like that. Remember I said it takes more than 2 days to learn UI exam. I just try to show you what's happening here and how to use the software. So let me just get a design we'll work on. So once I log in, I'll look for a design to replicate. The goal of doing this, I want to show you how to use the tools, right? So let's apply those tools in creating a design. Um, choose anyone. Okay, don't choose. Don't choose these people. I don't trust you. Oh, which one can we do now? I want something that won't take time. Oh, let's check mobile. I would have loved to do this one. Should we do this second design?
Yes.
Okay, let's work with this one because I've seen some things we'll be using. We'll be making use of the plugin, like I said. We'll also make use of photo plugins and a lot of them. So let's work on this design. We'll also make use of icon plugins. So this is a simple phone screen. I'll quickly create this and allow you go and do it again as your assignment. So I've copied it. When you go to Dribble, just get this particular screen. You'll find it. If you're on your laptop, you can check it out. So when you get there, you just right click and copy. Come to your design Canva, right click and paste here. So this is what I'll be creating. You can see it, right?
Yes.
So the first thing you want to do is you get your frame. I will show you some of my secrets tonight. I like designing with iPhone 13. So once you click on your frame in your toolbox, you design inside frames. You understand? Frame is like the container. If it's a website, you are using a desktop frame. But if it's a mobile phone, you use phone. Then you choose the size. If it's a tablet, you use the tablet frame. But since the mobile phone we're working on, I'll just click on phone. After clicking on frame, remember I said the property bar changes with respect to whatever you are selecting. So now I'm selecting the frame. It's giving me access to the different frames. I'll just select iPhone 13 and 14. So what I'm going to do now, this is my frame. You can see that my frame looks bigger, right? Can you see that?
Yes.
But ideally, this phone is also big, but when they were done with the design, they put it in a presentable form, you understand? So to make it big like my phone, I'm going to press K. K is for scaling. This video is recorded, so you can watch it later, and exactly what I'm doing, you'll be able to do it. So I've scaled it at least to be big. So I'll look at my design. What I want to do now, can you see this place that is showing contacts? Lawrence, Sam, Casey, what's that? Leg and all that. So what I'm going to do now, this thing is called a component. Can somebody say component?
Component.
Yeah. So I'm going to create this component. I'm going to create that component. before I do that, I want this part of my screen and this other part to be equal when I'm done with my design. See this space here, the space between $65 and the edge of the screen. Can you see it?
Yes.
That space and this other space are equal. So to get that equal space is called margin. You understand? So I will click on my normal phone frame, come to grid layout. Can you see layout grid over here?
Yes.
I'll press plus. It's going to give me this box. You understand? I will click on this grid. It's currently on grid. I'll change it to column. I want to form my margin. Once I click on the grid, I'm going to change this from grid to column. Somebody's mic is on. Then I will change the count from 5 to 4. Then I'll give the margin 20. When I give it 20, I will have that space. The count, I'm changing from 5 to 4. Then the margin is the spacing between the edge of the screen and your content, the content of the frame. So when I give it 20, I'm going to have this white space. You can see the white space, right?
Yes.
So the next thing I want to do now is I'm going to start creating my content. I want to start from creating this component. I will type Lawrence. Lawrence is number 1. That's too big. When you are designing a mobile phone or a mobile app or something, use regular for your text and use font 14. If you are designing a website, you use font 16. I'll teach all of this stuff. There's something called text style guide. We have headline, body, and all of that. So I'm using body text. My body text is font 14. I'm going to create for Lawrence. I'll type like that. Ctrl Z. Lawrence. Lawrence. Then I have 60 something dollars. You hold shift. Please tell the gate man not to turn off the gen. You hold shift and I'll double click to edit. $65. You can see that, right?
Yes.
Notice what I'm doing now. Okay, the Lawrence is even far. So there's a circle there that is staying on the edge. So I'm trying to arrange it in a way that it will look like their own. So I'm going to hold shift and bring this one this way like this. Yes, already changed it. Oh my God, just leave him alone, leave him. I don't really trust our NEPA people here. Alright, let's continue. So see what I'm doing? Just leave him. I will get a circle from my shape tool. Can you see ellipse? You hold shift. If you want it to be perfect, you hold shift like that. Follow what I'm doing now. I'm trying to recreate that design. You can see it, right? I like feedback. Oh.
Yes, we can see it.
All right. So I'm going to bring my Lawrence close. This was not what I planned to do, but I'm not really strong. So the next thing I have to do is I will frame it. You highlight it like that. Right click. Can you see frame selection? I'm sure you can. I'll click on it. So I've given it a frame. But you notice that this frame is not sitting on top the circle. Did you notice that? but mine is sitting on top the circle. Let me give my frame a color so that you see it clearly. If I go to fill, this video is recorded, so I'll change the color so you can see it well. So this is what it looks like. So in order to remove it from sitting on the circle like that, I'll just hold alternate. Somebody should say alternate.
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 I'll hold alternate like that. Oh, I seen it. Or alternate is not okay. Hold command. You can see that, right? Command key is oh, your own will be control. Mine is command, your own is control. So we have that. So I've created this frame. You notice that their screen is black, right? It looks like their screen is black. So I'll just hold command here also. For you is control. I'm bringing it to the edge of the screen. Then when you are watching the video, you get it right. So I've gotten that frame. I'll click on my frame and turn off my grid layout. See the grid layout here? I'll click on this I button to hide it. So I have that. Since my text is white, I'll select it by double clicking, change it to white. F into 6 places is the code for white. I'll select this one, F into 6 places. So this Figma is, once you've created one component, you can easily create the rest, especially when they are repeating, just like this one. Now it's the same thing we have here. So I'll just, I think this is medium. Let's keep it on medium. This is the text property. So I'll select this circle. There's a plugin called, what's it called? Oh, content reel. So I'll right click, selecting the circle, go to plugins. This is how you get plugin. You won't find, these are my recent plugins. For you, if you are just starting for the first time, go to manage plugin and search for content reel, something like this. This is it. When you click on it, you run it. This plugin helps you get images. Remember, I was talking about plugin making your work fast, right? So content reel is a plugin that helps you get image. It helps you get names. It can help you generate names. It can help you generate address, even email address. But now I need it for image. So this is what it looks like. There's text, image. You can even get icons. So I need image. I'm going to click on image. Then I'll select any image of my choice. Just hold on, it's loading. So if I want female image now, just click on this avatar female. If I want male, I'll click on male. Since it's male, that is the first. Let me just click on avatar male. I think it's going to load it. Just watch what's going to happen. So if I choose this guy, it's just going to fit into that circle. Using network. You can see it, right?
Yes.
I'm going to do more, but let me close it for now. So since I've gotten that one, there is something I do to pick colors. If I want to get exact color, when I go to my fill, this is my fill, I want to paint this frame exactly this color. Colors have code, but if you don't know the code, you can use your eyedropper tool. This is the eyedropper tool for someone that are conversant with graphic design. So if I click on this tool and I select that color, so I've gotten that color. You can see it, right? If people are not responding, I'm not happy.
Yes.
All right, so that's it. So the next thing I have to do now is to duplicate. This is how you duplicate. You click on the content. This thing now I've created, the way I did was that I wrote the text first, right? Duplicated it with alternate. Alternate is for duplicating. I was able to get the $65. I drew the circle, you understand? And before I started doing all of these things, I had set up my layout grid, right? So I can get that margin. I hope you remember. Now, when I was done, I click and drag over it, right click and frame selection. Now I'm done creating this content. You can see it is moving with the text and the image. Can you see it? So this is called a frame. So I'm going to duplicate it by pressing alternate and dragging it down like this. You are seeing it, right? So the next person's name is Sam. The next is Kelsa. To make it fast for you, see what you just do. Select both of them and press Shift A, or you add auto layout. Auto layout makes your work responsive. I will explain why. So let's do for Sam. This is a live design. I didn't even plan it, but I'm sure we're going to get it. SAM, Sam. So now that I've added auto layout, if I press Ctrl D, it's just going to duplicate it normally. You are seeing it. That's because I've added auto layer. So how many of them do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They skipped 6. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So number 3 is Kelsey. I'll just double click. Number 3, Ctrl Z, Kelsea. So I'll do for number 4. Number 4 is leg, Leigh. If you have question, please take note so that I can ask after the design. Number 5 is David. Number 7 is Angela. I'm going to change the picture. So number 5 is David. For the pictures, we used David. I think our time is almost up. 15 more minutes. For the pictures, we used content reel. David, we have Angela. Somebody should tell me his name. Let's make you number 6. I know they skip number 6. Give me your name.
Victor.
Victor. Okay, number 7 is Angela. All right, so that's it. Remember, I added auto layout. So the beautiful thing about auto layout also, can you see this space between each of the frame? You can see this dark space, right?
Yes.
Exactly. That's this white space I have here. But it looks like my own is very big. So if I click on it, it's on auto layout already. This is the space here, this 5. So I'll give you like 3. It's called space between item. So I think 3 is better. Let's quickly change um let's change the photos. I'm using content reel. Content reel is a plugin that helps you get pictures and also text. So I'll right click on the circle, go to plugins. If you are just joining, these are the recent plugins I've used. You might not find them here under your recent since you have not used any plugin before. Go to manage plugins. Once you click on manage plugin, you search for content tree in this search box. This is it. You click on it and you run. So I need image. With content you can get text, image, icon, but we need it for images now. I'll show you how to get text maybe in our future class. Our next class is also on Saturday. So I'll go to image. Now I need, okay, the next person's name is what? Is it a guy? Sam. So let's get a male avatar for Sam. Who look like Sam here? Let's use this guy. So I can double click to select Lair. This guy looks like Lair. Lair is Chinese. Let's use this guy. David, you double click on the circle. This should be David. Victor, who should we use for Victor? Okay, Victor is a white guy today. Kelsa is a lady. Angela is a lady. So I'll go back and get female avatar. So this is what content tree does for you. Oh, undo that. Just to select Angela and Kelsa. For the female avatar, you can just click and it will be changing. Okay, that's fine. Let's change Victor. I'll go back to male avatar. All right, Victor is perfect. So you can see it, right? Are we still together?
Yes.
All right. Our design is already forming. You notice that Kelsa is black, right? I told you how to use the what's it called? Eyedropper tool, right?
Yes.
So I'll click on fill color, click on the eyedropper tool, and take this color. I think I've done that. You see, Kelsa is now dark in my design, and I think it's the same color for the main frame. So I'll select my main frame, or let me leave it at white for now. The next thing I want to do is this bid custom amount and this other one. I'll take this guy up. Then I'm going to type my text. BID. Let me create another meeting link because this one is going very fast. Like it will soon be kicked out. 10 more minutes. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, while doing that, let me just continue. So I'm going to type bid custom custom. To get your text, you are using your text tool. Then I'll duplicate this with alternate. You click and drag bid BID $66. I'm trying to create another meeting link so that once this one expires, so that we'll have time to finish our design. All right, the meeting link is ready. SN. I'll drop it in the WhatsApp group now. Okay. So the next, I think we should just join with the new meeting link so that we will not be under pressure. So leave this meeting and join with the new link. Omo, return to home. I hope I got this thing. It's my old meeting link I used to use. I hope I crammed it. Oh, it's working. All right, is that everybody? I hope nobody's late. So the next thing I want to do now is this other one. I think the height of this box is same thing as this one, just that the color is different, and this one now is divided into two. So what I'm going to do now is I will just click on this frame to just take note of the height. The height is 53. Can you see 53 over here? See where my mouse is hovering. Oh, I didn't say this. For a better experience, put your phone on landscape, turn on your rotate button, and put your phone on landscape so that the screen will be big. So this is the height, is 53. I'll just get a frame and draw it here. For a better experience, put your phone on landscape. I think that's the frame. I've drawn it there like that. So I'll just check. The height is currently 66. I'll put it at 53. Then I'll give it this color. I'll go to the fill, press plus, is on white currently. I'll click on this box, select the eyedropper tool. I've gotten that color. So the next thing I want to do, I'll place it at the edge. When you see this red line, it means it's at the edge. So this is what I'm going to do now. This is not a rectangle, this is a frame. When you are doing any design, you will see your layer. This part is your layer. So for frame, you will see this hash sign. You understand? If it's a normal rectangle, let me draw a normal rectangle. This is a normal rectangle. You are going to see like rectangle, but I'm using a frame because I want to put this text inside my frame. So I'll drag it and put inside like that. So I'll duplicate it. Or one way to even do it is I will do this, I'll draw the frame to the end like that. Then I will come to the width. The width is 390. I'll divide it by 2. So I've gotten half of the frame. Then I'll hold alternate and drag this out like that to get the second one. The second one is bid $66. So I'll just type that, bid $66. Then I'll keep it at the middle. This is the alignment part. Then I'll teach you all these things in the main class. So I'll do this like that. That's the middle. Notice that the bead has a brighter color. The shade of this one is light than the other one, right? Did you notice? I'm sure you do. I'll select the bead like that. Go to the fill again. This box, that color box, I'll click on it, get the eyedropper and select that color. So I have that. You can see my design, right? So I'm going to select these two, press auto layout. To select both of them, you select one first, hold shift, select the other one, then you press shift A to add auto layout. Auto layout is keeping them in one frame. So if I move it out like that, they're in one frame already. You can see it, right? So let's keep it inside. So the next thing, I'll select this other auto layout, bring it down like so. I'll select two of them and give the spacing between them 3. Alright, that's it. So the next thing I want to do now is this other part. So what do we have? A one first class upgrade. um this also looks like it's in another frame, so I'm going to get another frame again. When it comes to UI UX design, our container is frame, frame. So I'll give it this same color, fill, eyedropper, and I select that frame like that. So we have something like that. I'll make it 3, the spacing between them. I'll just select like that and bring it down like this. Alright, I hope that works. So I'll make this a little bit bigger because the next part now is our network part. So this is a frame, this is not a box. So when it comes to frame, frame is a container. I'm duplicating this with alternate. You can type inside frame and it's going to move alongside with your design or with that container. But if you are typing in a box, it will be on top it. When you move the box, the text will not go with it. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Yeah, so take notes when you need to use frame. Upgrade. I'll keep it in the middle by pressing align to the center like that. Then I need a box. I can use a normal box for this one now. I'll draw something like this. I just like stealing colors, so I'll come here. I want it to be exact. So I've taken that color. I'll work on it. You see that the box is somehow curved, right? That's the corner radius. Mine is sharp. So I'm going to come to the property bar. This is my corner radius here. This video is recorded. I'll put it at 5. 5 looks too sharp. Like it's too obvious. Let's give that 3. So 3 is perfect. Let's check where the box started from. You double click to select it. So I think I'll increase the size a bit. This is okay. Let me get my text. To duplicate your text, you press alternate, then you drag. I'll press 0, 1. Then I'll increase it from 16 to, let's say, 24. So it's behind. You right click to bring to front. See, bring to front here, I'm right clicking. So I brought that text to front like that. The next thing I have to do, I will group the two. I will select both of them and keep it in the middle like that. Then I'll group with Ctrl G or Command G, as the case may be. If you're using a MacBook, it's Ctrl G. Windows laptop is Command G. Sorry, Ctrl G and Command G. So I'm duplicating. If you are following, say I'm following. All right, just follow by faith. So I'll duplicate that to get the 10. The next one is 03, 03. So I still need this. I'll duplicate that. I'll cut it off. Ctrl X. Paste here. I want to get that dot dot. Then I'll bring it here like this. That's perfect. You press alternate to duplicate. When you see those red lines here, it's telling, I mean those figures, it's telling you the spacing between the items. So I'm selecting all of them by holding shift. Then I'll frame all of them. Frame is like putting them in one container. So I'll duplicate this guy with alternate HR for hour. I'll bring hour to the middle like that. Duplicate it with alternate. I think that's the middle. MIN. I think the way the design is forming, you can do this thing. SEC. So this is what we do, and we earn so much doing this, creating products for businesses and what have you. Okay, I think it's not centralized. I can select all of them like this and put in one frame, so there'll be one content. No. So I'll right click and frame them, then keep it in the middle. What's left? I'll get another frame. Is this part that is left? I'll just draw it like that. When you see the red line, you are getting it right, like it's lapping. So I'll give it that color as usual. I'll fill it with plus. Select this. No. You can see it, right? Let's respond now. I don't like talking to myself.
Yes.
Yes, we can see it.
All right, so we'll just get the flights, this error sign. I'll try to get the battery, and that'll be all. So this design is recorded. At the end of this class, you go and do your own. Alternate to duplicate. I'll bring it. Remember, this is not a box, so it's a frame. You must know that too. So this is flight as VA 940 FLIGHT hash VA 940. Okay, so we have that. You notice that the background of the main screen is black. Can you see this black line?
Yes.
Yes. That's the background of the mainframe. You see, my own is still showing white, right? Because I've not given the mainframe a color yet. So I just wanted to be done with all this important that I think at this point I can give it a color now. So I'm selecting the mainframe. This is my iPhone frame. I'll give it, it's currently white. This is the fill color. I'll select it and give it the black color like that. So you can see it now. It looks like they are designed right. Apart from the fact that I've not added battery and those other icons. So how do we get the battery? Let me get this iPhone time first. That's 9:41 a.m. To duplicate is alternate. Then I'll reduce this a bit. Let's give it 13. Keep it in the middle. 9:09:41 a.m. To get icons, there's a plugin called Iconify. So if I right click, remember I said plugin helps to do what? To facilitate your design. Like where you need to get icon, you don't need to draw. Just like now I needed picture, I didn't need to go outside of Figma. I could get it inside. So plugins, as the name implies, are inculcated in the Figma software to help facilitate your design. So like I said, when you come to your plugin, if you don't see them in your recent, go to manage plugin and search for Iconify. That's it. I'll just run it. These things you need, what's it called? You need to know their names. This is an arrow. This one is Wi-Fi, right? This one is Bluetooth. Bar. This is battery. So when my plug is loading Iconify, once it comes up now, I'll just use the keyword to get those stuffs. I think I need to put this sign here in this frame. Yeah. So how to do that? Okay, let's wait for Iconify to load. I think there's some text. Okay, Iconify is off now. So I think the first thing I want to get is my Bluetooth. It's still loading. I'll get the Bluetooth, get the Wi-Fi, get the battery. So this is where you search for your keyword. I'll search Bluetooth. Can you see the Bluetooth? To zoom out and zoom in, if you are using an external mouse, you hold Control and scroll up and down. But if you are using your laptop mouse, you drag your two fingers like that as though you are squeezing out and in. You understand? That's zoom now. So I like this Bluetooth. I'll take this one. Just click on it and drag out. I think it has come up here. We'll find it later. So the next one is battery, BATTERY. You use keyword to search. You can see the battery, right? I'll take this one that is half. The next one is arrow button, ARROW. If you don't see exactly that type, you just click on find more till you eventually get what you are looking for. I think this is it. Just drag like that. This error, I hope I'll get it too. Let's just try. Who knows the name of that stuff? The English name. Can somebody help us? Oh, I got it. It's error. All right, let me just bring it. The beauty about Iconify, there are other icon plugins, but for Iconify, you can change the color. So these are my stuff. I think this is the Bluetooth. I'm not seeing my Bluetooth though. Let me bring this on up here. Where did I put the Bluetooth? Okay, see it here. They come with frames. You can remove it from the frame or you use it with the frame. I like removing mine from the frame. I'll tell you why. The reason is I want the height to be the same, you understand? Are we still together?
Yes.
All right, so let me delete. I've taken it out of the frame. This my arrow is down. I'll flip it by right clicking. Can you see flip vertical? I'll click on it. It has flipped it up. I'll change the color to white, FFF into 6 places. I only know the color code for black and white. Every other one is mixed, so I'm not cramming those things. Let me select them and give them white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll take out the frame. Don't worry, this thing is very easy. When you're watching the video, you just grabs it. So I'll take the arrow and bring it inside this other frame. Like that. I think that my design is forming back. To be sure you are maintaining the margin, you can click on your frame, come to your layout grid and turn it on. So I want to maintain. When I see that this one is already going out, so I'll select it and bring it like that. It's on the margin. This one was not close. I'll double click. No, done. Bring it like that. This thing is easy. You don't mind the way I'm just doing like a pro. Every pro was once a beginner. So if it's looking tricky to you, don't be scared. So next is our battery and the percentage. So I can just borrow this guy, alternate to duplicate to get, how many percent is it, sef? 42%. 42%. It's looking too big. Let me give it like 11. Okay, that's perfect. So I'll bring our battery right. Okay, the icon is also perfect. So there's no need to adjust it. So our design is set. So what's left is just, well, I didn't get the Wi-Fi. Sketch. Sketch. And there are some circles there. I'll just draw them. For a perfect circle, hold shift while you drag. So I have something like this. You see the way I've done this screen seamlessly, right? This was not the design I planned to do with us, but see how I was able to just do it without much stress. I'll frame this. Should I still get the Wi-Fi? Or you do that on your own?
Please do.
Say please do. All right. Because of that person, I'll go to plugins, Iconify, Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi. So if you know the keywords, those things will be very easy to get. I'll just drag it like that, and I'm done. Take it out of the frame. Change it from black to white. White is FFF into 6 places. Oh, God. So our design is up for use. Let me reduce the Wi-Fi a bit. It looks too big. I'll keep this like this, constraint. Let's try 15. Okay, 15 is fine. So our design is ready. This last stuff here, that I will use my pen tool. You can see the pen tool here, right? I'll click on it. You use your pen tool to draw. So I'll just come and draw something. Hold shift to keep it straight. Click here, hold shift again like that. And I'll join it and click done. It has a stroke. I'll take out the stroke and give it a fill. Then as usual now, you know we'll steal it. I'll take my eyedropper. That's it. So our design is set. You see the way I've done it, right? So everything I did was inside a screen. So if I want to present this thing now, I can just get from my frame. Let's say I want to export this. I'll select frame, come to, let's say, social media. I know some new designers always want to show their work. It's very nice. But learn how to do the real work first before you start showing everybody. So if I want to do something like they've done now, I'll just bring it inside like this. And that's it. If I want this their color, I can go to my fill. They are using a gradient color. You notice that their color has this blue and this other shade, right? So if I want a gradient color, this is solid color, this is gradient. I can choose. All these ones might be technical, but just follow the video, it's recorded. I can just drag it like that. Then for this one now, I'll use my eyedropper and select this guy. See what I've done, right? So you close it when you are done. Somebody is coming by this time, you are late too. And that's how we get our design. So you see what I've just done. This square is not the major thing. The major thing is our frame, right? The process I've used to get this done has been recorded. I'm going to stop the recording here. But if you have any question, you can ask me. Is there any question?